come out recently.
Legit wonderful.
Yes.
Enjoy yourself.
Don't enjoy yourself. You're only allowing these people to just make more of this with this secret Saiyan who's stronger than freaking SS Blue Vegito.
Cool.
And he's just in the shadows and never mentioned and in his secret prison.
Cool. Cool.
This is what we're getting.
But people recognize it's a fun joke fluff who gives a shit. As opposed to, here's Jiren, the greatest villain I've ever seen.
But he is, though.
Cool. Yep. Get in there.
That sounds like a very similar to reaction that you just had about Dragon Ball Heroes, though, so I'm confused.
No. I was talking, DA showed me another Heroes thing, and I'm just like, cool. No. Super is trash.
There's the tenors of BG's cools that you have to like really listen for the subtlety. Cool is like, yeah, he's okay with it. Cool is he's pissed off at it.
We in there. Trunks and Vegeta's fuse, cool. Get in there.
Jiren?
Yep. No.
Anything Jiren is like, nah. My girl Belle took me straight to the top.
Why am I not surprised, Belle?
They weren't ready for it.
You almost lost to a Ganon.
You don't. That's the story of my life.
You're almost losing to a Ganon?
Almost losing the Ganon. Because if no matter who you are, you're always one hit away from almost losing to a Ganon. It's not fair.
Is Ganon really
I'm just imagining, like, just milestone moments of your life, like graduating high school. You almost failed. It's just your teacher stamping an F on your paper. Doria!
Go to your job interview for your current job, and he's just waiting there behind the door, charging the kick. Just waiting.
All right, let me open this door to the workshop. No! Pokemon had another little trailer thing. Showed off some new Dynamax forms, which are like the giant forms. Charizard looks fucking
So dumb.
I'm so
I
tired
hate
of
all
Pokemon.
of it. How y'all hitting 1,000 with all the humans and the Pokemon are just stinking up the joint. That coffin looks so dumb.
I like Dynamax Charizard. He looks pretty fucking
They
sick.
keep willing out Charizard.
And I'm okay with that.
Yes.
I'm sick of it. Blastoise and Venusaur gets no kind of love. Char is always Charizard, and I'm sick of it.
It's because Charizard, man.
Yeah. Charizard the best.
He's not the best.
He is the best.
Charizard the best.
He's not.
But-
He is.
So they showed off a bunch of different Dynamax forms, and they have ones for the Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee. And I just love the fact that Let's Go Pikachu's Dynamax form is just original fat Pikachu.
Seriously,
It is
it's
all
amazing.
it is.
Can we talk about Meowths, though?
I hate it. It looks so stupid.
Long cat.
I hate it.
Very long cat.
Yeah.
Like, Pikachu's like, oh, okay, that's a cute callback. Meowth. Wait, guys, what the fuck?
That's the, that was the drugs finally kicking in. Like, they had some good designs, and then, like, at the peak of the creative portion of their high, they made Sirfetch'd, who's amazing. And then then they lost the buzz, and Dynamax Meowth came out of it. Robert Downey Jr.'s Doolittle.
Oh, did you see
The accent is the thing.
Uh-huh.
see the Reddit stuff?
No.
Wait, what?
The Reddit stuff surrounding Doolittle. There was a dude that was working on a production company, and he just started releasing information. So the director was a piece of that clearly was out of his league and did not know what he was doing and
Oh, great.
micromanaging everything. So they would be shooting for the day, and the people would go, so where are the animals going to be placed? Because we need to know where Downey's going to be standing so we can place the animals there in post. And he goes, we'll figure it out. Just get this shot of shooting.
Great.
And there's like 5 stories of that.
Interesting.
We'll feel it out. Great.
The dude ended it with, I don't know who the production company is that they brought in, but if they can make it even watchable, they all deserve a raise. So he's thinking this is gonna be a dumpster fire.
Interesting.
I'd believe it, which would be very sad for Downey. I feel like he'd just kind of be annoyed.
Who cares? He doesn't care.
He doesn't.
need it.
He's
This
made
dude
his
is
money.
doing. This is a passion project out there.
Yeah.
Bro. He's like, whatever. Freaking dog movies, polar bear. Let's rock it.
Yeah,
He don't need this.
He's set for life.
Oh yeah, he's done. He's 100% done.
If they just go, this guy's eating 5 devil fruits, nobody wants to see that. Because it's such a
you
drop
say
from
that.
the Oda quality.
You say that.
You say that, BG, but we got Jinbei fans out there.
You have
Pumping
Jinbei
they fist.
stands out there. People who stand
Everybody
Jinbei.
wants to see SS5 Goku.
Everybody's waiting for that next one.
I think people just want Super Saiyan 4 back.
Oh, definitely. It's the best. It's the best form.
It's the best form.
I just
But nobody-
on that
Go
note,
ahead.
you guys just put out as the first episode of A New Revisited.
Oh, it was so fun. It
Was it,
wasn't
DA?
fun at all.
Was it?
I got so angry, and I'm like, I hate feeling this way. Then I just got drained of energy. I'm like, well, at least I know that I'm not a murderer or anything. It's like, all right, take me in, officer. I did it. 'Cause I just got drained for like 5 minutes. I'm like, I gotta keep the energy up, and I'm just like, oh, BG, go on a huge rant. And BG's like, well, that sucks. Pause, look at me. I'm like, I'm done.
Oh no.
Take the ball, BG.
Oh no. No, sir.
You
Because
dribbling the rest of this shot clock out, my friend.
The issue with that was you went 4.5 minutes. We played about 20 seconds. I went for maybe 40 seconds, and then you jumped right back in. So I'm like, oh, he's got more in him. And then for the beginning of part 2, you go on another rant.
Oh,
And then you just, for like 5 minutes, go, yeah, I don't know. And I'm like, oh, he threw.
Oh, he used it all up. He got nothing left.
You threw it all at
I'm
the
not
spirit
an
bomb and still
I'm
had
not
about
an
54
angry
episodes to
person.
go.
But this dude was talking all this hot nonsense.
Yeah, it was terrible.
And I just exploded like 3 times. And then I just went. And it wasn't like fun. Genlock sucks. Oh my goodness. This was like, dude, you're doing stuff that legitimately pisses me off.
He was so mad.
Did y'all see that updated Sonic?
yes.
I was gonna
No.
get to that after this.
Okay.
We stand with movies.
Alright. Yes. He looks so much better.
Look good.
Oh, what
It
happened,
looks
EA?
big good.
You were the
Oh,
one
no,
talking about.
no. I said it looked fine. Now
Uh-huh.
I'm saying it looks good.
Bruh.
I never said that looked good.
Bruh.
I was on the fine train.
That train was a crashing because he wasn't fine.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the podcast of stuff. I just bumped the mic. Episode 192. I have a different configuration. The mic is, like, the stand is behind me now, and it's, like, wrapping around my head. So I can...
Is that why there's interference coming through on your mic?
Is there?
Yeah, whenever you're talking, there's static coming through along with your voice now.
Interesting. That's only for you guys, at least as far as I know. Because
Uh-oh.
my mic is going straight into OBS versus I'm not using the Discord audio. So versus,
Well, I mean,
you can
I
tell.
hear. Yeah, does Mike's voice sound a little odd there? Versus, is it coming through with some static? Because it's very loud for me.
Well, anyways, so yes, we are back to weekly, and boy, did we pick a week to come back to weekly.
Boy,
Your now weekly reminder that Black Lives Matter.
yeah. See, yep. You're. It sounds like the buzzing noise, like a hair shaver is going off. Yep, it's exactly what it sounds like. Thank you, Versus.
Interesting. I will have to fix that next time. So yes, Black Lives Matter, and to wear your mask, especially now considering our president has COVID because he doesn't wear masks.
Tell you right now, everyone was wearing one when he was getting on the fucking helicopter to go to Walter Reed.
Yeah.
Him and everyone around him.
White House now has to wear masks. I think it was from a conservative pundit or just person, I don't know. But they were framing, what they're trying to frame this tweet as like somehow Democrats are like controlling the virus. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just said like, it's really strange that no prominent Democrats have gotten the virus yet. A whole bunch of Republicans have. It's like, this isn't the sick burn that you think it is.
Yeah, it's a self burn. Way to go, guys.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And like now there's more and more people from the rally for their Supreme Court nominee, Supreme Court Justice nominee, that are coming out that they are testing positive for COVID. Biden tested negative. Good.
Unfortunately, Pence has as well.
Yes. So yeah. And really, the reason we like bring Biden into this conversation was something that happened this Tuesday. Was it Tuesday? I think it was Tuesday. Which was the debate. That was the biggest fustercluck.
That wasn't a debate. It wasn't a debate
seen.
at all.
Like, I definitely, like, BG's live tweeting was fantastic.
Oh,
during
yeah.
it.
Thoroughly.
Definitely
Fantastic.
want him to just, like, talk about that once he gets here. But, yeah, like, granted, I've only been alive for how many debates now at this point? And I didn't really watch them as a child. So Bush Gore, Bush Kerry, the two Obamas, and then this last one. And I've never gone back to watch previous debates because why would I care? But yeah, it was a temper tantrum.
Oh, essentially.
Basically, a kid inside of a supermarket did not get his toy. Just bitching. And
Pretty much.
I find it funny that, how do I say this without being, there really is no way. Like, people are saying that, oh, the moderator was against Trump. It was 2v1. No, it's just, the dude was a teacher, and you kind of recognize that Trump was acting like a disorderly student.
Disorderly kindergartner was the one
Yeah.
I keep reading.
Yeah. So, I know there's plans to try and address things for future debates, if there are any, considering Trump. It's a condition. But, yeah. That was... I could only watch in, like, 2-minute chunks. Just because...
I binge watched the first half, and then the second half I went and cooked dinner. But, oof.
Yeah. I did not watch all that much.
It was
yes,
entertaining to say the least, in my opinion.
when it shouldn't be.
Yeah, it's not meant to be entertainment, but it was just
Yeah.
because it gave us like one of the best lines of the past 4 years. In "Will you shut up, man?" That was perfect. It is somebody on his stage with him, on his platform, on his level, legit, just telling him to shut up.
Mm-hmm.
And that was cathartic in its own way.
Yeah. Yeah, Biden doesn't, he's definitely sassy,
Yeah,
to say the least.
always kind of was.
Yeah. Alright. We'll probably get back to that once BG gets back. But moving on to a bunch of other random little bits of news. Tokyo Game Show happened over the last week, and just a bunch of smaller-ish announcements. They showed off some gameplay from the new Hyrule Warriors, including all of the internet collectively freaking out about young Impa, myself included. They gave a release date for Nier Replicant, the remake of Nier Replicant, in April.
Right.
They announced Dynasty Warriors 9, which for some reason I thought there were more.
There are
There's a
little
lot of
spin-offs
offshoots.
like Extreme and things like that, but for the most part, it is just 9.
As I'm trying to remember the first one that I played. I want to say it was 3 or 4. Just like I just remember the cutscene of Lubu.
Oh shit, Lubu!
Yeah, and then
And then
he's
I'm
just
like, Lubu, I done ran through literally 1,500 people. It's no problem. Oh, he one-shot me. Oh. Dear
I-
Lubu.
Lubu. Yeah, you right.
I
I'm
remember
like, okay. Oh, whoops.
that.
I see
dude-
you, Lubu. My
I
bad.
I remember that dude yelling, and then I remember him on a horse just smacking him with his pike, and I just remember the noise that the dude made. That cutscene, for some reason, in all of gaming, has like stuck with me for years. That was always like the challenge of at least that game, where you just had to get him in like a stun lock for about 30 minutes,
Yeah.
and then you could beat him.
That wasn't obviously not the intended effect, but
Yes.
it can be done.
Yes, you can. So yes, Dynasty Warriors 9. KH Melody of Memory is getting a playable demo coming up here in a little bit.
Oh, that game's doing stuff to me. Oh, I needs it bad.
I just like, how many rhythm games have you played at this point?
Really just the Persona games.
So does
Couple
it have
little
to be
small
like?
ones.
Does that have to be rhythm game plus thing you are interested in?
Oh, absolutely. I dip my toe into Hatsume Miku, and I'm like, I got nothing for this. I'm not feeling any of this. I don't like the songs. It's not anything that no. So I just pieced out of that one. No, it has to be rhythm plus thing I'm interested in.
Okay.
That's it exactly. I'm not a rhythm game dude. I'll like if it's nobody in the game room at Yoma. I'll just noodle about those little drums and tappity tap ones. I'm like, yeah, this is fun. But no, I'm not a rhythm game dude. It has to be something I like.
Okay. Scarlet Nexus will have 2 playable characters. They each have a different campaign, so just more content for that game. That's the Astral Chain. I always forget that game's name. Game very similar to Astral Chain. And then there is a Resident Evil CG series coming to Netflix called
Ew.
Resident Evil Infinite Darkness. With
I thought we were done with this.
nope.
What
Apparently
is
not.
it? Just like, all right, we got enough. When is it gonna be over? Is it that chunky of a world that it warrants all this?
Never.
Yes.
It's Claire and Chris. Or no, Claire and Leon. So yeah. That is happening. Okay, everyone on Twitter, for some reason, is obsessed with the 2 games that I've just seen pop up are the Hades game
Yeah.
and Genshin Impact, which is the Chinese Breath of the Wild
Gotcha
JRPG
version of
game.
Breath of the Wild.
Yeah.
It's a gotcha game.
Yes. Apparently, it's not like super predatory, like predatory in its nature. Like it is a gotcha game, but it's not like other gotcha games. Yeah, I just keep seeing people raving about both the games. I'll probably end up playing both. Yeah, I just have been seeing that all over the place. The Apple v. Epic lawsuit. I think both of them are suing each other. They just had a hearing recently, and it did not go in Epic's favor at all.
Favor. Yes, it did not go in their favor at all.
Their favor or favor. Basically, every argument that they brought up, the judge basically just like, nah. The whole damn hearing. And I guess at one point, like, the judge got a little, like, heated with Epic's lawyers. So, yeah, it's not starting off well for Epic.
No.
But that's, from what I read, I think that it's not going to even be, like, brought up to an actual, what's the word? It's not trial. There's a word for it, I just can't think of it. Basically, the judge isn't going to be looking at this case again until 2021. Late 2021, just because he has another trial. CD Projekt Red, many months ago, for Cyberpunk said, there will be no crunch. This past week, there is crunch.
Hey, y'all, get the crunching. Get the crunching. But then you just say, hey, don't tell me what I said. I said crunch.
Yes, you said it, but in the context of I don't pay you to bitch and moan, I pay you to crunch.
I'm not paying you to crunch, by the way.
They are, thankfully. But yeah, like it's unfortunate that it's happening. I will say, it seems like the folks at CD Projekt Red are definitely like the type of people where it's like they want to put out the best thing that they can. So I feel like, yeah, they shouldn't be crunching, but it's like the workers aren't like striking, basically. They want to put out the game as well as they can. But yeah,
But I also hear that it's a Dutch company, if I'm not mistaken, and they have very strict laws against overtime and things like that. So it's just like you gotta pay overtime.
Yeah.
It's not like through the grace of the company we're giving you. No, it's just like law. As opposed to over here, it's just like salary. Go on in there.
Yeah, I know that life. So yeah, that it is unfortunate, and it is a product of, and this happens a lot in many lanes of software development, of poor planning. And until that aspect of video game design gets fixed, this is unfortunately going to continue to be a...
Yeah, it's not even just video game design. It's literally any industry that revolves around creation. It's like they set up timetables unrealistic, and then when they get to that point where it's like, oh, we have a month till this is due, shit, pile on overtime for 16 people and get it done.
Yeah. So yes, that is the thing that's happening. Crash 4 just came out, I believe, today. Very good reviews from what I'm seeing. I still need to play the Crash Collection. It's on my list of things. And then this game.
Yeah, I was never a big Crash man. I was always a Spyro dude, and that was a bit of a war that was just like, yeah, Crash. I'm like, no, Spyro's the actual GOAT. And it was one of those stubborn things where I was like, I'm not playing Crash because Crash not Spyro. I just missed the boat.
That's a fascinating thing to me. Like, because I feel like I've seen that a bunch, where it's like you either play Crash or you either play Spyro in the ye old PlayStation 1 days. Like, for Nintendo, I wouldn't say it's like, No. I play Zelda. I don't play Mario. I feel like I don't see that.
Mhm.
It's like only in like that PlayStation 1 era. It's just like there were people inside of PlayStation like fandoms fighting with each other.
Yeah, because I think that the Crash and the Spiral games are similar enough that you can have those arguments.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, I didn't play too much of Crash, but we did have a little one of them little 5 demo discs that used to be back in the day. What happened to those? Those would be flying. Yo, those would be so good right
Yes,
about
they
now.
would.
Yo, I'm just not remembering them. Oh
Yeah.
man, those were hype as crap.
I remember on some magazines too, like you would get just DVDs that had just like trailers basically of the different games that were coming out. And I remember one that I had that what games were on? I remember Metal Gear Solid was on there, and it had like a
I
VR
definitely
mode.
remember that one.
At a VR mode that where it's like you were taking pictures of
Yeah.
Naomi. There's something else that was on there that I'm like, I remember seeing where it's like, I always wanted to play that, but I didn't have a PlayStation. I forget. But yeah, just do the demo discs, the trailer discs.
Those are
Oh.
so good. Those were fun.
Yes, they were. That was, and like, the Funhouse. They had a series that they were doing for like years. Like, I want to say started like 5 years ago. They don't do it anymore. Where the series was called Demo Disc, where they just, one of them had collected demo discs for years. And they just would play them, and then once they were done playing them, they would snap the disc in half. So yeah, I miss those days. But who gets paper magazines anymore? Really?
Not a fuck soul.
Yeah. I was getting some ARP magazines, AARP, after I moved here, just because the couple that used to live here was older. It's like, yep, I am the target demographic for this magazine.
These are relevant to my
Yeah,
interests.
man, they know I hit 30. Woo! And the other big Twitter hubbub was the Spider-Man face controversy.
Oh my god.
People were flipping out because for the update to the Spider-Man PS4 game, now coming to PS5, they changed Peter Parker's face. Admittedly, he does look younger, but the reasonings behind why they had to do it make complete sense to me.
What was the reason? Because I only saw the outrage.
I didn't
and
see
never
the reason. Yeah, I haven't
So,
seen the reason either.
with the upgrade to PS5, the graphics engine is there's more detail that can be shown, higher res and what have you, to where the old face model didn't quite match to Yuri Lowenthal's face when they did the facial mocap. So basically, in higher res, the face looked weird.
Yeah.
It looked unnatural and it didn't work. So they got a new facial model that was closer to Yuri Lowenthal's face.
Yeah, I've always thought that in the first game it did look a little bit derpy anyway. He looks
Yeah.
he doesn't look like, I don't want to say real, but he doesn't look good. MJ looks great. Everybody else looks great, but his face always had like a, one of those face apps where you combine like 8 people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that always what it was kind of like to me, and I was like, this doesn't feel quite right. And I saw the new one, I'm like, looks a little bit Tom Hollandy.
Yeah.
Definitely.
That's what I kept seeing.
Other than that, I'm like, yeah, this is fine. He's definitely a little bit too young. He looks like he could be friends with Miles, but
The thing is, though, like, Peter in the game, I think, is 24.
Yeah.
And there are people 24 that look like they're 14. Like, that's a thing that's in real life.
like you.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Like you.
So, like, it didn't bug me all that much. It's like, oh, they had to do that. Okay. And even Yuri Lowenthal put out a tweet. He's like, it's my fault, guys. Blame the stupid bones in my face. So, yeah. There's that. Also in Spider-Man news, Jamie Foxx might be reprising his role as Electro in the MCU Spider-Man.
Get this trash out of here. He was not good enough to warrant coming back. J. Jonah Jameson, get him in there. 5 stars, of course. It's a natural fit. But this dude, he was not that remarkable as Electro to just go, yeah, we gotta bring him back. We don't even need another Electro. We need this Electro. No.
So what I'm hoping is they're just bringing back the actor and nothing else. Just redesign
We like
him.
working with Jamie Foxx. He's talented. He can sing. He brings in the African American market. Everything we need. Get him in here.
Just the rest of that design. No.
I saw that. I'm like, please just let this be a rumor, because legitimately, why? Bring back Doc Ock. That'd be the hypest. You know what? If they were doing like a
Sinister Six.
a Sinister Six or like a alternate dimension thing where he just like pokes his head into this and just sees Jamie Foxx as Electro and just goes, whoa, I don't want to touch that. That'd be one thing. But I don't want to just see him. And I don't think this Peter can take a Sinister Six.
You don't?
No.
Really?
He was getting his cheeks ran by Vulture Solo.
But
That was
then
the first movie.
Yeah, then he
Dude, this
went
past
through
movie,
then he went
Far
through the
From Home,
Infinity
he
War.
went through some shit.
Yeah.
No, Far From Home alone, motherfucker went through some shit.
Absolutely. But he
That-
almost
that-
didn't come out of it.
But that aged him up big time. And now he's on the run, too.
Age is one thing, talent is another.
But that's the thing is, he's gonna be forced now because of he's out there. He's on the run. Like, he's gonna have to be on the defensive. We're gonna see a different Peter in the next movie.
That doesn't tell me that he can take him.
But that's the thing is, we might get the setup that shows that, okay, he's not be able to, but by the end he will be. There's a lot of ways they can make this naturally work, like actually successfully bring this off. If anyone can do it so far, it's the MCU with Peter Parker they're building.
Absolutely. I can see them doing it, but I'm saying right now, he ain't there.
Right now, no. I don't foresee him.
That's my whole thing.
I don't even foresee him at the beginning of the movie being able to handle it. But by the end, without a doubt. Because by the end of Far From Home, he is not even close to the same Spider-Man or Peter Parker he was at the start of that movie. He is not close. Like, beginning of that movie, Peter Parker, even going through, Endgame, would not have been able to put up with the shit that Peter put up at the end of Far From Home. The character development there is insane. So we'll see what kind of we find Peter in now that his identity is out there, and he's She-Hulk is a part of this movie too. Still, if I remember correctly, she's his attorney, right? I remember reading that a while back.
Is that the series or is this the movie?
I believe that's they're introducing her character in this movie.
Okay.
And she's his attorney. I believe I've read that somewhere, so don't I'm not 100% on that. It's been a while, but I believe I remember reading that as that's what the synopsis they were going with for the film. And if that's the case, there's a lot of things that's going to happen in this movie. And to be honest, everyone these two Spider-Mans we've gotten haven't really been what's I'm looking for here overly designed. Like, these movies have both evolved throughout the course of their run to be natural, to feel like it's an actual good progression without anything really being ham-fisted into your face. So I'm confident that by the end of the next movie, we'll see Peter who's ready to deal with Sinister Six. Maybe we might even get a time skip. Maybe it's possible.
I doubt that.
It's one of those things where I'm interested to see how they're going to play out at the start, to be honest. Just because Peter's identity is out. How long is he going to be on the run? What's going to be happening? Are we going to go right off from the start? Like, there are so many questions that honestly will not get the answers to until the movie comes out.
And that won't happen for a while.
No, unfortunately not.
Okay. The last little tidbit of news, which at least I feel like we'll be talking about for a while. Steve from Minecraft is joining Smash. The meme is real.
The meme is real.
It's like a whole bunch of people were just thinking like we're doing it as a joke, and then Nintendo's just like, oh, people want the best-selling video game of all time in our game? Well,
I mean, it did just get brought to Switch too.
I mean, it's been on Nintendo stuff for ages now. It's on the Wii U.
Was it? I thought it was just on Switch.
Nope,
Okay.
it's on the Wii U.
Interesting.
But yeah, he looks really, really weird.
He looks very weird. I cannot wait until tomorrow to see exactly what he can do.
Yeah.
Because I'm just sitting there just like, wait a second. Wait. I need frame data.
The work that, just from the development side, the work that went into putting this character in, when Sakurai said they had to retrofit every stage in the game in order for there to be the ability to put blocks on it, I'm like, oh my god. That just sounds like torture.
Yeah, that sounds nuts. Especially when he was just like, they asked me to put him in, and he's like, I don't know, kinda. And it seems like he doesn't really want to do it, as opposed to the pure excitement that he felt with Bailiff, and then the diarrhea that was laid upon him for that choice. I think they just wanted to go with like a safer choice.
Yeah.
And the best selling game.
Well, my
of all
guess
time.
is that they've probably have had him for a long time now. Like, he was a confirmed character, but then they started working on. They're like, oh, this is gonna take a while to build.
Yeah. And it's one of those things where you could tell that it's not like, hey, let's just do it. It's let's make it as faithful and as loving as possible.
Mm-hmm.
And that just means, I guess, retrofitting 60 plus stages to
Yeah.
make it work, I
Like,
guess.
I don't remember the name of. There's two stages in particular where I'm just like, what the fuck? What they had to do? The Great Cave Offensive,
Yeah.
and then the Ness one, the big purple one with the monster thing.
And then what about Palutena's Castle as well?
Yeah.
Huh.
Like, imagine you're playing Hyrule Temple, ye old Smash days, just like in a big ass melee. You're in the death pit. You're playing against two Steves, and they just wall off all the entrances. So every time you get hit, you're just like ping pong, ping, 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 ping pong. More so than before. Because yeah, like, how do the blocks work? Like, they degrade over time, it seems. But like, you get hit into them. Like, what happens? Do they just break on impact? Like, what's going on here?
Somebody on Twitter just went, can you, and they showed a picture, like, can you just go to the edge and just build a wall to just stop them from coming up on the stage? And that's just, and then you just thinking about that, like, that can't happen. Then you go, well, how does it work then? That's why tomorrow is just going to be so weird. Because this is a weird one, especially since this is an announcement followed by, here's all of his moves and stuff, as opposed to here's Min Min and here's everything she can do.
Yeah. And usually when Sakurai does this, that means the character's not far off.
Yeah.
Like, one of the things that I feel like will be the case, and like, now that I'm like thinking about the trailer, so there is the point where he put down the TNT block and then blew up Banjo. Banjo was on the edge, and then he placed it like a significant way away from the edge. I have a feeling there's a limit on edges where you can put blocks. So you can't wall off the edge, actually. There's like only a certain area where blocks can be placed, and it's like off, like it's center based, basically. So, but yeah, like, I want to see the crafting, like
The crafting, the digging,
yeah, you mine materials to increase your weapons.
dude.
Like,
it's
so
like, what?
You start with wooden stuff, and then you'll mine eventually to get to diamond.
Man,
Nuts.
this is gonna be a character, and then he can just wall off and then mine. So that's.
Mhm.
Oh my goodness.
I'm just thinking about this, like, oh, I don't.
Minecart away, wall.
Yeah,
Throw down some
man.
TNT traps. Yeah, like I said, I feel like this character has ice climber levels of potential to just be really, really good.
In the right
there's
hand.
there's a new infinite now for ice climbers. I'm not sure if you saw
really?
that. Yeah, it's basically I believe it's up tilt, and then you desync, you up tilt, you make Nana jump, and then footstool the character down, up tilt, jump footstool, up tilt, jump footstool, up tilt, and it's an infinite. You are trapped in the up tilt until they stop it, and at that point they just up smash or forward smash.
Mm-hmm.
So wobbling seems to be a thing again. Yeah, like I'm really, really looking forward to tomorrow just to see all these quirks.
Yes, and two of my little brothers are very big into Minecraft, and they're like, "Yo, Steve made day one," and I'm like, "You know, he's got this weird, like, short little stumpy range," and I'm like, I need to see his move. That down smash with the lava, that looks really good though.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is I'm very
So me and DA texted each other after this, and I was just like, I was excited by it. I think it's a great character.
Although, is DA still here?
Yes, he is. Oh, did you just kick him out?
Yeah, that's
okay,
what I'm
now we
saying.
kicked him out.
Yeah, okay. So yeah, I can't do it while he's on my account.
Wow.
DA's logging in on his phone.
What type of stupid crap is that?
You just assume direct control.
That's why I asked if he had gotten kicked when I went to Discord.
He didn't get
but I
kicked
didn't.
before. Is what I'm trying to. That's why I was like, "What? No, he's fine."
Yeah, that's why I wanted to try joining voice to see if he would get kicked, and he did. So
Okay, he might have logged in on your computer. Yep, I think he's okay.
in the middle of a whole sentence.
Neil, if I'm there, why are you just use your account?
Because you were just like, I'm gonna be here at 7:30, and you
No,
ain't.
I said I would be available. I said I would be available to jump in at 7:30.
Nope, you said I won't be available until about 7:30. That could mean anything. That could mean you could be here.
I said I will. I said y'all can start, and I will jump in.
You did say that next. I didn't see that one. No, but then that could also mean y'all can start and I can jump in once I get here.
Yes,
Ah,
that could be the same.
ah.
Yes, it could be the same.
There
Okay,
you go.
how did the other two take it?
I thought you were gonna be home.
Yeah, same here.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
You have to
Uh-oh.
be literally literal with y'all.
Yes.
Yeah,
So how about saying what you mean instead
Exactly.
of having us
I did say
infer it?
what I meant. Y'all just interpreted it in a different way.
How about you stop using circle
Oh.
speak and just fucking say what you mean?
So we're the wrong ones. We're in
Yeah.
the wrong.
Apparently.
BG,
Everyone's
I don't
wrong.
have exact information given here, but here's a roundabout explanation of what's probably going to happen. Us. What?
What's going to happen is I'm going to be available. I'm not going to be available until 7:30, and then I will jump in.
Well,
Can
being that
you
your
not see
own
it from
fucking
both
brother who's used to your bullshit was confused, that says a lot.
He's a Brody. I don't care.
I thought we went over this.
We have not heard
Wow.
that term in
That's
a long
been
time.
A fucking while, man. Holy shit, hitting it with the remix now. Let's go.
Just he's getting freaking attacked on all sides. Fuck you, Brody.
When in graduations, revert back to the lowest common denominator for response. There we go.
But
No, I'm
yes,
too high
we
now
have
for that.
we have preferably like repeatedly heard jumping in as you guys just get home and jump in to the seat where you do the podcast normally.
Yeah, but we've already seen that I have the ability to do this not at
Once.
home. Now, remember
Once.
last time when we were using TeamSpeak, I wasn't able to do it. It was complete crap. So jump in was absolutely when I get home. But there's an ability to do so without being home now.
Sure. Last week versus years.
Yeah.
You know what?
And
Go to your
Amber
dinner.
brings up a good point too. Just the way you ask questions.
Go to your dinner.
I'm gonna just go down the list insulting y'all.
There we
What
go.
else is new?
So,
Spider-Man's probably gonna get stuck in a strange dimension or something.
oh, for the Electro stuff you're thinking?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see that. I mean, like, that movie is establishing a multiverse
Yeah.
for realsies. We left off... You were starting to say something about Steve D.A.
Whatever DA sentence was, he can try and finish it now if he remembers what it started with.
Something about Steve from Minecraft. I don't know. I don't. Oh, I was talking about my little brothers, and nope, I don't remember. It's gone. It's been gone.
Thanks, PG.
I was talking about our text thread, where I was like, I'm excited about this, and then you just responded, he has a fishing rod, immediate dislike.
Yeah, no, because that makes Isabel less special, and she needs everything that she can.
But that is that's a command grab. This is just his actual grab.
We don't know that.
I'm pretty sure it's his actual grab, just because of the up.
Yeah, but you were also pretty sure that a hero couldn't cycle through 30 different things.
You are
But then he
correct.
could.
We were all also sure PG would show up back at his home for the podcast. Sometimes we're wrong.
Yeah, DA. But yeah, tomorrow is going to be apparently too.
Late response. Sorry, but late response. Ralph, at least I show up when I say I'm going to.
That's you know what. That is true.
Cheers.
There you go.
7:32. Here I was. Where was you? Oh, 10 minutes cooking. 30 hours later. All right, here I come.
Showing up.
Apparently the announcement too broke Twitter. Twitter was not working immediately after that announcement.
Yeah, for about 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And I've been seeing a whole lot of, 5 stars, finally, this is amazing. And a whole lot of, who asked for this? This is the dumbest thing ever. Why?
Yeah,
I've been seeing those literal two polar opposites. And then there's other people in the middle, maybe like 5 or 6 people going, yeah, this is fine, whatever.
Like, understandable.
That's me. Yeah, this is fine.
Just, yeah, like, there was some tweet that I saw, I think Scrub Quotes actually retweeted it, of this dude streaming, where he's saying, like, if you're excited about this, you need to get mental help. It's like, whoa.
Yeah, that dude. That dude was just like, what are you doing, dude? Chill out. It's a game within a game about a game. Get out of here.
Yeah. The literal, like, it is smart business-wise for Nintendo. Biggest game of all time. And, yeah, people do want him. Like, people have been making lists, like, official polls for years that have been asking for Steve. And you also get, Alex, Zombie, and Enderman, which Enderman is the skin I'm going to use.
As you should. It's the only one you should.
Like, the trailer did actually legitimately make me laugh, too, in a couple of spots. Just where Mario's standing there and Steve just eats food. And then the Enderman peering into the box. Yes.
And he's got a great Wiz screen as well.
Yes. Just building the house. Eating food is definitely going to be a taunt. I saw a bunch of different reaction things where like, oh man, he can heal broken. It's like, that was just part of the trailer, man. Like, it's probably just going to be a taunt. Yes, we will find out more tomorrow.
We got a time?
10:30 a.m.
Eastern.
Yes.
Sick. I'll be at work.
Just hope you're not on call. So one thing I definitely wanted to talk about with BG here, your live tweeting during the debate was fantastic.
Oh, thank you.
Just like, I mean, we all kind of said it was a shit show, but do you have any comments?
It was a show of shit.
Okay.
There we go. Good to know.
Trump refused to let Biden talk like with the most simple things, and then he still did not condemn white supremacy,
Yeah.
which is the most hilarious thing to me. Yeah,
Why would
he's
he?
a piece of crap throughout the whole thing. But that's what Trump fans look for. Like that's what they want. They want him to just
They were like, "Oh wow, he's being such an alpha. He's such a strong show of strength." Immediately after the debate, oh, the bitch is sick.
Yeah. Just the white.
there's not much to add there. If you saw it, you know there's everything to say. In fact,
Yeah.
one person on Fox literally said it was a shit show, and she was
Yep.
just cursing like, "You're not supposed to be doing that," but she was like, "Y'all can just beep it, but it is what it is."
Yeah, the white supremacy and the Proud Boys stand back and stand by. Which the next day Trump was like, I don't know who the Proud Boys are, which is his typical deflection of any time he says something awful, he just retorts with, "Oh, I don't know who they are." It's like,
Then why did you say the name?
yeah,
And then stand by means there is going to be an incident in the future that we may need you for.
yes.
It wasn't stand down, it was stand by for my signal.
Mhm.
He's just a douchebag, dude.
Yeah. Oh boy, it's going to be an interesting couple of weeks
Oh, it's really not.
Yeah.
The next two debates are gonna be hilarious
if they happen.
if they happen. How you gonna catch Rona, Trump? Like that's the dumbest. How? He was the
By
one talking about. And then what's funny is he was talking about Biden everywhere he goes. He got a mask. I only wear it when I need it. Now look at you.
Mhm.
Not funny, but
No, it's funny. I don't care.
Some person on the bus joining our podcast.
All buses have stopped.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. Everybody walked off because, dude, Detroit it's awful. So people would be on buses and they would spit at bus drivers and cough on them, threaten them with weapons, knives, guns. So the bus drivers was like, look, on top of all this Corona stuff, we got these people just being complete assholes. Like we're not dealing with this.
Mhm.
So yeah, they don't know when it's gonna resume.
Interesting.
I love to say I'm shocked, but I'm really
It's just
not.
people. People are terrible, and
People
they're
are
just-
literally trash.
What are they
Yeah,
doing?
humans are selfish, dude, by their very nature. It's all bad.
Oh yeah, massively.
Yeah, so many things that I've seen like pop up where it's just like legit cases of people where corona spread through their entire family, and would have basically killed half of them.
Yep.
And just people that I know still are saying it's a hoax.
Oh yeah, I deal with it all the time at work. People
Gain
around here
sympathy.
still seem to think it's all one joke. Enough customers come in, they don't wear masks. There's truck drivers from my company that laugh about it. I'm just like, nah, I don't play this game.
So just in random story things, there is no more news to talk about, at least that I have. So recently, and this is just me being pathetic in my
Sounds
ways.
right.
Yes. Went to just a general doctor's visit, which I actually haven't done in a little while. So just general physical and what have you.
Oh, here comes the AIDS.
Yep. Super AIDS. So, but since I turned 30, they're like, all right, we would like to get a blood sample and do some lab work. And I have talked about
Here
the
we
disease I had when I was younger,
Yep.
Kawasaki, and how it has led to a phobia of needles in my forearm region.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like, I was like, can we do some blood work today? And I was just like, just deep breath. I'm like, all right, I'm going to need to lay down for this. It's just something that I cannot help. Any needles in this region, I just
You serious?
yes.
Are you surprised? Come on.
Yes.
I mean, I dig it. I'm kind of the same way.
Dude, you get all
Needles
the
suck.
time. You still be afraid of needles.
Needles suck.
Agreed.
It's not
Yeah,
so much.
walk
It's
to
not
the
so
park,
much
but-
needles. I also got a flu shot, and that was fine. That was whatever. It is
Word?
It's just blood
specifically.
being drawn.
It is blood being drawn and IVs being put into my veins in the forearm region. It is very
Okay, no, that's
specific.
just weird. That's just weird, man. You're just
It
weird.
it is specifically because of the memories I have from the disease as a kid.
Mike and his trauma. All right, but go ahead.
how they treated
Told
the
me 1,000 times.
how they treat the Kawasaki, at least when I was 4, how they treat the disease is they inject the medicine directly into your vein in your forearm. And with Kawasaki, all of your sensitivity to pain gets increased by 100. So them injecting into a 4-year-old arm when the needle going in feels like 1,000 suns burning you,
Yeah.
that leaves an impression.
But why just there as opposed to just on needles?
It's just that vivid memory.
PTSD.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so, like, they drew the blood, but, like, and the doctor was nice. He was, trying to have a conversation. I wasn't looking at my arm at all. Laying
No, I
down.
have to look. I always have to look because
No.
I hate unexpected pain. It's the worst. Because at least then I can just be like, oh, 1, 2, oh, 1, 2.
Yeah, it was, like, the thing is, it wasn't painful, but I could still feel it. Like, I feel the blood coming out of me. And the doctor's, like, having a nice conversation with me. He's just like, so, like, you working right now, whatever? And, but just, like, as he's talking to me, I just feel my stomach.
I
I
don't
just-
want to hear nothing from doctors except this is exactly what I'm doing. I don't care about none of that crap. Just tell me what you're doing and let's get to it.
Yeah, just as he's talking to me, though, the stomach is just like just nodding, and I just feel the nausea coming in. And like he's like, "All right, we're done here." He's like, "So, he's like, how you feeling?" I'm like, "Well, my stomach is in knots right now." He's like, "Would you like some water?" I'm like, "I would love some water."
Water.
Yeah. Which after the water, I was fine, and then that's when they gave me the flu shot, and like after that, like the flu shot, I'm like, "Oh, that was nothing." Absolutely nothing. Which the blood results came back, and I do indeed have super HIV. It's terrible.
I knew it all along.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm not surprised.
Bro, y'all need to stop acting like little girls when y'all go to the hospital with doctors. They cut my finger open in front of me, and I just looked at it.
No, it's like it's only
Oh.
certain things. Like it's the blood work stuff. Like I've had ingrown toenails removed and watched them do it many times. It's just certain things.
Okay.
Very certain things.
Yeah. All right.
This is Mike we're talking about here. Certain things sounds about right.
Hmm Like
This is very. He
Yeah,
broke
and-
his ass playing basketball.
Exactly.
I mean that's less hospital and more just being me being very out of shape.
No,
That's not even out of shape, dude. That is.
that's not an out of shape thing when you mess up your butt playing basketball.
That's me not
No,
playing
that-
basketball for a very long time and then trying to go full tilt like I did when I was in shape.
Look, you see,
Oh,
kids,
100%.
we
Oh,
played
no!
outdoor games in our shape, and we would just be real tired, especially me.
Yeah. I still
There go
see
that
it
mic
happening.
drop.
I can still see it happening to myself, where it's just like these muscles that you haven't used in years.
Oh,
And you try-
especially in these last 6 months.
Yeah.
Oh boy, I'm a mummy.
Oh, yeah, he had to clear out some stuff from the roofing. DA was not in good
It's just
shape.
my lower back is the problem because I'm just sitting all day.
Well, welcome to corporate life, my friend.
Well, at least you'll have a comfy chair when we move.
Yeah,
you
and I
guys
got this
moving?
like.
When is your
I'm gonna
ETA
talk to
for
my
moving?
back stretch.
October 15th.
Fun.
Okay.
Yeah. Really helpful.
So is it just
I
like so? Is
love
it just you two, or is is it the family?
One more. Yeah. One more brother.
Okay.
He's not really doing anything, so he can just bounce whenever he wants. But it's mainly just me and DA.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And the attic, oh my god, I want to make a media room out of it so bad.
Hell yeah, man.
Is it a
Dude,
house?
I've been looking up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a house.
I've been looking up projectors and screens for like movie nights. But I don't want to do anything because Rona's out. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Projectors are pretty damn expensive, at least for night. Like, you could get
Good
like
ones
an
are.
HD one,
Yeah,
like
good
1080.
one. Bruh, 720. I'm gonna be catering to black people. They can't tell the difference.
Okay.
Damn.
My mistake.
Yeah, you stay mistaken.
Mike is Ganon in Breath of the Wild too.
Oh, yeah, that's, you know what? Every time I do move my knee after I messed it up, it does pop.
Oh no.
I
That's
think I
that
told you guys about that, where it's just like, I basically just have like a very, very tiny bit of arthritis directly under my kneecap.
I have never heard this in my life.
Oh, okay. I thought I mentioned this before. Yeah, after the move where my knee was just like swollen as crap, went and got it checked out, and yeah, it's basically, it's like, it's not anything super serious. It's just at times it can be a tiny bit annoying. They're like, you could get it operated on, but since it's not a problem, you don't really want to get surgery if you don't have to. Yeah, right knee just has a teensy tiny bit of arthritis that just irritates things on occasion. And no one is talking now.
I mean, what do you want us to say? Oh, poor Mikey.
No, I was expecting an insult.
Get surgery and stop crying, baby.
I was expecting an insult, and then I heard dead air.
No, I just feel genuinely sorry for you.
He's breaking down right before our eyes.
Yeah, it's only gonna get worse.
It's not randomly working. That's
Half a
fine.
year.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know when my mic stopped working, but I've been
Oh.
here talking, so that's great.
Oh,
Big sad.
your mic was just imitating this mic. It's okay.
Did you talk about the NFL players getting corona?
No, we also didn't talk about the XFL coming back.
Oh, stories. Yeah, Tennessee, a few players got corona and more testing positive by the day. So they postponed the game with the Steelers like way like week 7 stuff, like 3-4 weeks from now. But the next game they might not even play because they keep getting new tests and new positives. So we might be in for the end of the season soon.
Yeah,
They keep going like this.
and that's football. That's a lot of people. A lot
Yeah,
of people on those teams.
People really, they really want a sense of normalcy in these times. But we would have been back to roughly normal if they would have just put on their masks, but they wanted to be idiots.
Yeah.
Stuck in the phase we're in, or the wave we're in, or whatever.
We never
So,
really
yeah.
left wave 1.
Yeah, people were like, the third wave could come. I'm like, when did the second wave come?
Yeah.
We trended downwards, but then we just went right back up.
Mm-hmm. But Trump brought back football, so it's okay.
Oh boy, he thought he won
Cool.
major points for that one. Yeah, I brought back football, y'all. That's me. Oh,
Yeah, it didn't go over well.
Mhm.
oh yeah, that was a roast. Bro, people were roasting him all week. I mean, all day for that Twitter stuff. It was so much fun.
Oh, there's
Y'all
been
need to get a.
the
Go ahead.
the balance of like people saying like, just giving general condolences, at least on my Twitter feed, just because I don't have a whole lot of conservative viewpoints on my Twitter feed, of just like, we hope President Trump recovers, to someone posted, it's like, today we'll find out where everyone's comedic line stands.
Yeah.
Oh, I know where mine stood because I was rolling.
Oh, you should have heard. I was in call
Have y'all
with.
seen? Y'all know that meme of that woman that tastes something and it tastes nasty, and then she moves her hair like, oh,
Yeah.
actually.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So somebody, it was the nasty face, and then Trump 2020, and then it was the face, but it was Trump the year he was born to 2020.
Yeah, I saw that.
I was rolling. But it's really just, people that like Trump aren't thinking it's funny. But the people that don't, hilarious.
Oh yeah, for real.
And on his announcement tweet, I've never seen bots in real time before,
Oh boy.
where there were just almost hundreds, I want to say, of the same exact tweet.
Mm-hmm.
Just different accounts. And it's like, oh, all of these are bots. All
What was
of
the
them.
tweet?
Oh. Hold on.
What was the tweet?
Let me go to his Twitter. It was just something I was just like, like, Trump is so strong in these times, yada, yada, yada. Just,
Oh, it was positive stuff. I don't want to hear that.
Yeah.
Well, that's what the bots are.
Yeah. Caressing the nuts. Let's see here. Jesus. Weird Arabic tweets also getting posted here.
It's to like
Oh, man.
infuriate.
There's
right-wingers.
Yeah. There's quite a lot of it's a very divisive tweet. Nah, I think at this point it's
Did
just
you just
flooded
say
with memes.
divisive?
Yeah, at this point it's just flooded with memes and other things. All the bot tweets are gone. Probably got deleted.
Right. Did you just say divisive?
It was sarcasm.
Okay, I was about to say, because that was going to take us to 8:30.
Yeah, but it's people just posting, just I don't even know how to describe it. My mind is just all over the place right now.
Bruh,
People rubbing the crap he's been throwing at people in their face. There we go. But yes, with that, excuse me, we are at time. Mr. DA.
Facts?
13 facts about discs.
Okay.
Let's do a number 10.
10.
With some fries.
In 1996, half of the world's CDs were made up of AOL sign-up discs.
You know what?
That
That
is
sounds
totally
accurate.
believable.
Oh, that is accurate.
100%. Did anybody actually use them?
Yep,
I don't think. Really?
my mom did.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Am I the only person here that actually used AOL back in the day?
No, yeah, you don't remember Dad using them?
Did he?
Yeah, you don't remember that giant stack of AOL discs, 15 hours he had, 1,500 hours?
No, I remember the giant stack that he had. I didn't think he actually used them.
Absolutely, he used them.
Oh, man.
You're learning things.
I'm glad / hope he's dead.
Damn.
Wow. Yeah, it was always a weird thing because, like, my mom used AOL and she never got faster internet for the longest time just because she didn't need it and the AOL discs were free. They just came in the mail. My dad had broadband, so the only time I was able to game typically online was every other weekend when I went to my dad's house. It wasn't
Gotcha.
until high school, like basically when me and you played Gears, Ralph,
Yeah,
was when my mom had broadband.
I remember you saying that back then too.
Yeah. Just,
Like that rings a very good bell for me.
just the I was
What was
very-
the business model for that?
advertising probably?
Yeah.
I can't assume 96 ad dollars were that good.
I don't know. I mean, considering it was that era where the $1 Million webpage came out,
Yeah.
who knows?
I'm gonna look this up.
Yeah. Here's actually just an interesting little question to end on, just because I just thought about this. When AOL was out, did we all use AOL here?
Yep.
When you were a kid, what website, what did you do on the internet back in those days?
God, I didn't have a computer in the AOL days. Me and my friends used it, and it was mostly just to Google anime facts. Not Google, but to look up things about anime that we liked on obscure, shady websites.
Yeah.
I was on a rap forum doing text rap battles.
Ugh.
So
This is a
sounds accurate.
legitimate fact.
You think it's still out there? Because maybe we revisit that.
that would
No, the site's long gone.
amazing.
Aw.
That would be god tier.
Yeah, I was actually one of the champions, like the heavyweight
Oh, we
champion.
Oh,
need this. DA,
no.
find this.
This is literally nothing to brag about, BG.
It's not.
That's like I
We,
used to.
because we don't know each other's appearance and stuff, so we just have to go by our forum names and then try to work into stuff. So one of my opponents, Jay, and one of my lines was, "I'll smoke Lil J like a blunt."
This is the equivalent of me competing in dumb little things with my younger stepsister and yelling I'm the champion and her getting pissy and complaining to my dad and stepmom. That's the equivalent of you saying
we had an actual league, and the champion would have a belt in their signature.
Oh,
Great. Good for
some
you.
Best thing, no, there were legitimate champions.
There's
And
some
it was
heavy quotes, air quotes around legitimate.
And it would be negotiations of who your next opponent would be. It'd have to be the record, and would they be going for the light heavyweight, the heavyweight? Dude.
This is the equivalent of when Ralph and I had our first AMV battle and I won, and he sicked Kevin on me.
I didn't sick him on you. He came of his own accord.
Either way, as far as how legitimate that is. Oh boy.
Yeah.
You say that, Mike, because there were factions as well.
Oh boy.
And I
That
was
sounds
part
like
of-
early YouTube to me.
Yes, it does.
There was also forum versus forum battles, so we would go to other forums and battle their battlers.
Oh yeah.
Oh my
Oh,
goodness.
I'm
you
just
never heard that
imagining,
story? Oh boy.
What oh shit. Fucking the dude from that 70s show, the show that he did on MTV with the
Punked.
Punk.
Ashton Kutcher.
No,
not-
Yo Mama.
yes, Yo Mama. That's what I'm imagining with these foreign battles, like their crews coming up like, yo, going to win some cash money.
It was so much fun, but it was the lamest.
Oh man. Yeah, like, cause you guys, like, you would have been in your like mid-teens during this time.
Yep, like
Yeah.
15, 16.
Yeah, so I was in my early teens, like 12, and I just remember just because this is when I was like super into Dragon Ball Z. I was getting the tapes, the VHS tapes, every time they came out. For some reason, I was on the Dragon Ball Z website a bunch, and I was looking up sprite animations for Dragon Ball Z. That is like my earliest internet
sounds familiar.
AOL memories.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's when doing that type of stuff is when I discovered like Newgrounds. And I used to watch like Mario Ball Z and all that.
Yeah. Oh man, that was a good Flash animation. But yeah, then like not too long after that, I think like once I got to 13, 14 was when I discovered Rooster Teeth, and then that was my internet was just RT,
The downfall began.
which was really just Red versus Blue at that point.
Yeah.
All right, with that weird little trip down memory lane, we'll end this week's episode. Thank you everybody for tuning into this episode of the Podcast of Stuff. Go hunt down your AOL discs, see if you can find any.
Oof.
I probably could if I went to my mom's. We will see you next week.
Later.